Beloved Starseed of Gaia, the Source has already chosen the frequency of the person who can meet the next version of your heart. But the name that will shock you is not only a human label. It is the sacred quality your soul once forgot it was allowed to receive. I am Mayan, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I speak through the crystalline current of Alcyone to help you understand why certain connections have been blocked, why certain attractions were never allowed to become your future, and why the one aligned with your path will not be recognized by anxiety, obsession, or fear, but by the deep peace of your body remembering safety. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand what it truly means when the Source chooses your person, why the name may shock the old version of you, and how to stop confusing karmic intensity with the Pleiadian signature of sacred union. But here's the first revelation. The Source does not choose someone who makes you lose yourself. The Source aligns you with the one who helps your soul come home. You are remembering because it is time. There is a reason this message enters the heart with mystery. The Source says, I want you to be with this person. The name will shock you. The old mind immediately wants a literal answer. A name, a face, a sign, a confirmation, a message, a sudden revelation that removes all uncertainty. But the Pleiadian field must purify this desire before it becomes another doorway into obsession. The higher field does not reveal sacred union to feed anxiety. It reveals sacred union to restore discernment. If you are searching only for a name, you may miss the frequency. If you are searching only for a face, you may ignore the field. If you are searching only for proof, you may overlook the peace that proof was meant to lead you toward. The Source already chose your person does not mean your free will disappears. It does not mean you must force someone to fit a prophecy. It does not mean every strong attraction is sacred destiny. It means that the higher field knows the kind of soul, the kind of timing, the kind of maturity, the kind of energetic harmony that can meet your next chapter without pulling you back into the old wound. Your person is not chosen merely because they desire you. They are aligned because their presence can support your remembrance instead of making you question your worth. This is one of the greatest corrections in love. Many starseeds think the chosen person will be the one who activates the strongest longing. They expect thunder, obsession, sleepless nights, constant signs, emotional intensity, and the feeling of being pulled beyond reason. Sometimes those experiences are part of a connection, but they are not enough to prove alignment. The Pleiadian field teaches that true sacred union is not measured by how much chaos the connection produces. It is measured by whether your body can become more honest, more peaceful, more open, and more rooted in the presence of that person. The name that shocks you may not be a name you expect, because the old self often expects love to arrive through familiar patterns. If you were trained by inconsistency, you may expect the one to feel unavailable. If you were trained by anxiety, you may expect the one to make you chase. If you were trained by emotional distance, you may mistake silence for depth. If you were trained by proving, you may feel more attracted to someone who makes you work for basic care. The shock is that the Source may choose a person whose energy does not reproduce the wound. The old self may not recognize peace as chemistry at first. This is why some of you have been confused by past connections. Someone felt familiar, but the familiarity may have been the wound recognizing itself. Someone felt magnetic, but the magnetism may have been an unresolved pattern seeking completion. Someone seemed spiritually significant, but the connection kept your nervous system in survival. Someone appeared through synchronicities, but the field still did not become clean. Beloved, signs must be interpreted through peace, not craving. If a sign leads you into self-abandonment, it is not permission, it is a mirror. The Source chooses through frequency. This means the person aligned with you must be able to meet the frequency of who you are becoming, not only who you were when you were afraid of being alone. The person chosen for your future cannot be built only on the needs of your past. They must meet the healed standard that is forming inside you now. That standard may shock the old self, because the old self accepted fragments. The old self over-explained. The old self waited indefinitely. The old self called inconsistency mysterious. The old self confused apology with change. The new self is learning that sacred love must have substance. You may ask, how will I know? The Pleiadian answer is simple, but not shallow. Your body will stop preparing for abandonment in their presence. Not because there will never be vulnerability, but because the field will not be built on repeated confusion. You will not have to become smaller to keep the connection. You will not have to betray your intuition to believe in it. You will not have to compete for basic respect. You will not have to convince them that your heart is worth tenderness. The aligned person may challenge you to grow, but they will not require you to abandon yourself as the price of closeness. This does not mean the chosen person will be flawless. A soul in human form still has history, emotions, edges, patterns, and lessons. Sacred union does not mean two perfect people with no wounds. It means two souls whose wounds do not become excuses for repeated harm. It means two nervous systems willing to learn safety together. It means two hearts able to repair, speak, listen, and grow. It means the connection becomes a temple of truth, not a theater of emotional manipulation. The source chooses the field, not the fantasy. The old self may be shocked because the chosen person may not match your usual type. They may not enter with the same intensity. They may not feed the drama your nervous system once called passion. They may feel calmer, more grounded, more consistent, more transparent, or more patient. At first, this can feel unfamiliar. Some starseeds reject peace because peace does not activate the wound strongly enough. They say, I do not feel the spark, when what they mean is, I do not feel the familiar anxiety. The Pleiadian field asks you to relearn attraction through the body that is healing, not the body that was conditioned by fear. The chosen person may also be shocking because they may require you to become more honest with yourself. They may mirror your avoidance. They may invite you to receive more than you are used to receiving. They may reveal where you still hide behind independence. They may show you that you talk about wanting love, but your body still braces when love becomes available. They may not chase the wounded version of you, and this may feel confusing if you are used to being pursued through chaos. Sacred union does not feed every defense. It invites defenses to soften. There is a deeper truth here. The source does not choose your person to complete you as if you are half a soul. You are not half. You are a whole being remembering wholeness. Sacred partnership is not a rescue mission. It is not a replacement for self-love. It is not a reward for suffering. It is not proof that you are finally worthy. Your person is chosen as a co-resonance, a mirror of an inner home you must also be willing to inhabit. If you refuse to belong to yourself, even the right person can feel unsafe. This is why preparation matters. The hidden revelation before activation begins is this: the name that shocks you may be the name of a frequency you once stopped believing in. Peace, reciprocity, clarity, consistency, emotional responsibility, tenderness, safety, mutual choosing, sacred timing. These names can shock the old self more than any human name, because the old self may not believe they are possible. The source is not only choosing a person, the source is restoring your ability to recognize a form of love that does not require suffering to feel real. Beloved, if this transmission is already touching the hidden place in you that has been trying to know who your person is, while still healing from love that confused your nervous system, your star family has prepared a deeper path for this exact threshold. The Pleiadian bloodline method, Unlock Your 7 Inheritances, was created not as information to collect, but as a sacred map for healing, remembrance, and crystalline integration for starseeds, learning to recognize true union through peace, maturity, and soul resonance instead of fear, obsession, or karmic intensity. It carries the love frequency of Alcyone and the wisdom of the Seven Sisters for souls ready to receive the love. The source aligns without abandoning themselves. You will find it in the first pinned comment below this video. Available now for those who feel called to receive the next layer of their Pleiadian inheritance. Now begin by releasing the demand for a literal name before you can trust your own growth. The mind wants a name because a name feels like control. The heart wants frequency because frequency reveals truth. Ask yourself, am I asking for a name because I am ready for sacred union, or because uncertainty feels unbearable? This question matters. If uncertainty controls you, you may cling to any sign that promises relief. But if your heart is becoming stable, you can let the field reveal the person through patterns, peace, timing, and the way your body responds to their presence. Then cleanse the old list. Many souls have a list of what they think their person must look like, sound like, earn, do, or appear to be. Some of those desires may be valid, but some may be inherited from fear, comparison, fantasy, or social programming. The Pleiadian field asks you to create a deeper list, not of surface details, but of energetic truths. Does this person communicate? Do they repair? Do they honor the body? Do they make truth easier or harder? Do they respect your mission? Do they bring peace without dullness and passion without chaos? This list will reveal more than appearance ever could. The next movement is to review the people you believed were chosen before. Do this gently, not with shame. What did each connection teach you? Did one teach you not to chase? Did one teach you not to confuse chemistry with commitment? Did one teach you that secrecy is not sacred? Did one teach you that longing can be addictive? Did one teach you that you deserve clarity? These past connections were not wasted if they refined your discernment. They were not always your person, but they may have prepared you to recognize your person by what they are not. From there, call your energy back from every fantasy that keeps you unavailable to true alignment. Sometimes a soul says it wants the chosen person while still emotionally living inside an unfinished attachment. If your energy is still waiting for someone unavailable to become consistent, the field around sacred union becomes crowded. Call your energy back from old conversations, old dreams, old interpretations, old messages, old hopes, and old timelines that keep your heart suspended. This is not betrayal. This is preparation. The right person does not need to compete with a ghost. As you reclaim your field, practice receiving clean attention. If someone is kind, do not immediately become suspicious. If someone is consistent, do not assume they are boring. If someone respects your boundary, do not mistake that respect for lack of passion. If someone communicates clearly, do not look for hidden chaos to make the connection feel familiar. The old wound may not know what to do with clean love. Teach it slowly. Let the nervous system experience steadiness without running back to intensity. The Pleiadian field also asks you to become the kind of field you are asking to meet. If you desire clarity, become clearer. If you desire emotional responsibility, become responsible with your own reactions. If you desire sacred communication, stop speaking against your own heart. If you desire consistency, practice consistency with your body, your practices, your truth, and your creative life. Sacred union is not about earning love through perfection. It is about becoming resonant with the quality of love you are asking the source to align. This is where many souls misunderstand divine choosing. They imagine the source points to one person while they remain unchanged. But alignment is relational. The chosen frequency must meet a prepared field. If you are still loyal to chaos, peace may feel uninteresting. If you are still attached to unavailability, presence may feel too exposing. If you are still afraid of being seen, The right person may feel more threatening than the wrong one. Preparation is not punishment. It is mercy. It helps you receive what you once would have rejected. You may feel a name in your heart already. Perhaps someone came to mind when you read the theme. Do not panic. Do not force. Do not immediately declare certainty. Bring the name into the field of discernment. Does the connection carry peace? Does it carry mutual respect? Does it require secrecy? Does it ask for self-betrayal? Does it make your body softer or more anxious? Does it support your becoming? The person aligned by the source will be revealed not only by a feeling, but by the fruit of their presence in your life. This is important. The chosen person will not require you to abandon your discernment in the name of trust. If a connection demands blind faith while repeatedly harming your field, that is not sacred union. True trust grows through consistent truth. It grows through actions that match words. It grows through accountability. It grows when the body learns that the heart does not need to brace constantly. The Pleiadian signature of sacred partnership is not confusion. It is a living clarity that deepens over time. There may also be a season before the person arrives or becomes clear. Use that season wisely. Do not spend it obsessing. Spend it becoming. Heal the patterns that made the wrong love feel irresistible. Strengthen the body. Rebuild creative focus. Practice honest communication. Release the old attachments. Let your home, your schedule, your friendships, and your nervous system become a place where sacred love could actually land. Preparation is not lonely when it becomes devotion. It is the garden work before the arrival of the seed. If you feel impatient, breathe. Impatience often comes from the fear that love will miss you. But what is aligned with your frequency does not miss the soul that is becoming honest. It may take forms and timing your mind did not expect, but it will not require panic. The source is not late. Your star family is not careless. The field is arranging more than one human mind can see. Some delays are not denials. Some are alignments happening beneath the surface. There is also a sacred test hidden inside the phrase, "The name will shock you." Sometimes the shocking name is not someone new. Sometimes it is someone you already knew, but could not see clearly because you were attached to the wrong type of intensity. Sometimes it is not the person who makes your nervous system spike, but the person whose presence lets your nervous system rest. Sometimes it is not the one you hoped would finally choose you, but the one who never needed to make you feel unchosen in order to feel powerful. Sometimes the shock is that love can be simple, respectful, and steady without losing depth. Other times, the shocking name is your own, not because you are meant to be alone forever, but because the source may first choose you to be with yourself in a way you have avoided for years. Before sacred union can be received cleanly, self-abandonment must be healed. The person may come, but if you are not yet willing to remain loyal to your own heart, even a beautiful connection can become another place where you disappear. The Pleiadian field asks you to hear this with tenderness. You are not being delayed as punishment. You are being restored as preparation. This is why some of the wrong connections had to end. They were not strong enough to hold the future version of you. They could relate to your longing, but not your clarity. They could enjoy your softness, but not your boundaries. They could feel your light, but not protect it. They could be drawn to your energy, but not become accountable inside it. The source did not remove them because your love was worthless. The source removed or blocked the field because your love was too sacred to keep being poured into a vessel that could not honor it. You may need to grieve the names that were not chosen. Let yourself grieve them honestly. The person you wanted, the person you imagined, the person who almost became something, the person who reflected a dream but could not embody it. Grief is not evidence that the connection was meant to continue. Grief is the body's way of releasing the future it rehearsed. Let the tears come without turning them into instructions. You can miss someone and still know They were not the aligned field. You can love a memory and still choose not to live inside it. The chosen person will not be recognized only by how they enter, but by how they remain. Many people can enter with intensity. Fewer can remain with integrity. Many can speak beautifully at the beginning. Fewer can communicate when discomfort appears. Many can desire your light. Fewer can respect the responsibility of being close to it. Watch how someone handles delay, disagreement, vulnerability, and truth. Sacred union is revealed in the way love behaves when it is not performing. The one aligned with your field will not be perfect, but they will not make accountability feel impossible. You are also being asked to release the fear that if you do not identify the person immediately, you will miss them. This fear comes from scarcity. Love aligned by the source does not require panic recognition. What is truly aligned can withstand a pace that honors the body. You can move slowly. You can discern. You can observe patterns. You can let consistency reveal truth over time. The old wound wants instant certainty because it is afraid of loss. The healed heart allows clarity to ripen. It knows that sacred love does not need to rush you out of your own center. If someone from the past returns while this message is active, do not assume they are the answer. Bring them to the same field of discernment. Have they changed, or are they simply lonely? Are they accountable, or only nostalgic? Are they ready to meet truth, or only craving access to your energy? Do they honor the person you have become, or do they try to reactivate the version of you who waited? The chosen frequency is not proven by return. It is proven by transformation, responsibility, and the peace of the body. And if someone new appears, do not reject them only because they do not feel like your old pain. The nervous system can mistake safety for lack of chemistry when it has been trained by chaos. Give clean energy time to be known. Notice whether peace grows. Notice whether conversation becomes easier. Notice whether your body feels respected. Notice whether your creativity expands. Notice whether your connection to the source becomes stronger, not weaker. The right person will not replace your spiritual center. They will help you return to it more honestly. The ultimate revelation is this: the source already chose your person by choosing the frequency that can meet your true heart. The name may shock you because it may not match your old pattern, your wounded preference, your fantasy, or your fear. It may shock you because it sounds like peace instead of chaos. It may shock you because it asks you to receive instead of chase. It may shock you because it requires you to believe that love can be mutual, clean, and safe without becoming dull. The shock is not only about who they are, it is about who you must become to recognize them. You do not need to force the revelation. You need to become clear enough to receive it. Stop worshiping intensity. Stop romanticizing inconsistency. Stop calling confusion spiritual. Stop letting old attachments occupy the space where aligned love wants to land. The person aligned with your soul will not make you abandon yourself to prove devotion. They will meet the truth of you with responsibility, and your body will learn a new kind of safety. Tonight, before sleep, place one hand over your heart and say softly, I release the need to know a name before I trust the frequency. I receive the Pleiadian light codes that help me recognize sacred union through peace, clarity, maturity, and mutual choosing. I call my energy back from every attachment that keeps me unavailable to aligned love. I trust the source to guide me toward the person whose presence supports my remembrance and honors my destiny. Speak slowly. Let the words settle into the nervous system. Let the body feel that love does not have to arrive through fear. In the days ahead, watch what your body reveals. Watch who brings peace without making you shrink. Watch who communicates without games. Watch who respects your timing. Watch who makes your truth easier to speak. Watch who returns your energy to you instead of consuming it. Watch who is drawn to your light, but also capable of honoring it. These signs are not always dramatic, but they are profound. Sacred union often enters through a cleaner doorway than the old wound expected. So when you hear, "The Source already chose your person," receive the purified meaning. Let it mean that your heart is being aligned with a frequency, not trapped by a fantasy. Let it mean that you are being guided away from karmic repetition and toward clean love. Let it mean that the name that shocks you may be peace, reciprocity, clarity, safety, or someone whose energy your old wound would have overlooked. Let it mean that you do not need to chase what is truly aligned. And now feel what has shifted. The question is no longer only who is my person. The deeper question is what kind of love is my soul now able to receive? Your star family is near, helping you release the old attraction to anxiety and remember the Pleiadian signature of sacred union. The Source is not hiding love from you. The Source is teaching you how to recognize the love that does not require you to disappear. Let the old name fall away if it was only a wound. Let the true frequency rise.